Today I'm going to be talking about how to make a good impression in new media. Social media is a huge part of how we interact with other people, and the professional uses of social media continue to grow each day. You can use social media to make new business contacts, to advertise for your business, and to communicate with people worldwide. But we have to make sure that the impression we're leaving online is a positive one. So I'm going to go over the 5 ways you can make a positive impression using new media. First, you're going to want to Google yourself. And when Googling yourself, you're going to want to look at it with an objective point of view. Look at yourself like a future employer would look at you. Make sure that everything that comes up is going to contribute rather than take away from your professional profile. And you can do this with step number 2, keeping the private things private. It's okay to have a social media profile that's all about your personal life and isn't super tailored to be business professional, as long as that's kept private and it's not the first thing that comes up when people look you up to see who you are. You want to make sure that what's coming up is open for them to see and that it all contributes to your professional life. And you want to keep the more personal things private. Third, we want to remember that the devil is in the details. When filling out your profiles online, you want to make sure that everything is clearly fit in so people get a clear image as to who you are as an individual. You want to make sure that everything is filled out and they're going to know exactly who they're dealing with. It takes recruiters 6 seconds to decide whether or not the candidate is valuable and they want to look further into them. During that 6 seconds, if your profile has lots of holes in it, then they're just going to pass you over. You want to make sure that everything is filled out. You also want to avoid lulls in your posting. You want to keep updating these things. You want to make sure that you're always keeping them updated because that's just going to add to the details in your profile. And fourth, you're going to want to remember to be nice. Now, if you're posting online, if everything you're posting online is mostly inappropriate or it's rude and crude or you're using bad language, then people are going to see that and think that you're unprofessional, and it's going to reflect whether or not they want to hire you. Up to 70% of candidates are passed along for what is known as digital dirt. So you don't want to be caught by that, and you don't want to be passed over just because online you're not being appropriate. You also want to make sure that all your spelling and grammar is staying is appropriate, because during that 6 seconds, if a recruiter is looking at you and everything is misspelled and grammatically incorrect, they're not going to want to hire you. They're going to pass you along because you're not showing how valuable you are. And finally, you want to remember to be you. It's important to show people who you are as an individual. It's good to tailor your online profile, but you don't want to tailor it so much that it looks fake. People want to see who you are as a person because it's going to make you seem more trustworthy and honest and open. So you want to show people who you are, and that's going to help give them a good impression of you, and it's going to help put you in a positive light online. And that's how we make good impressions online using new media.